Hi, I'm Sochi Munoz, and this year, for my 8th grade final, I will be presenting to you roses. Roses, the symbol of love and desire, is mostly found in Asia in smaller amounts in Northwest Africa. There are over 100 species and different types of roses. There are many parts of the rose, but today I'm only going to mention a couple. First, we have petals. Everyone knows what a petal looks like, of course. So a petal basically is the protective and beautiful exterior of the rose. Sepals are modified smaller leaves that protect the rose when it's in its bud state. Thirdly, the pistil is an anatomical term used by horticulturalists to describe the female reproductive system, and the stamen is the same thing, except for it is for the male reproductive system. The life cycle of a rose is the same as the standard flower life cycle, of course. As most of you know, everything starts from a seed. With the help of warm weather and water, a shoot pushes up from the ground and the plant grows bigger and bigger. Its thorns help it hang on to whatever surfaces it is around. Before a flower must bloom, a bud must develop, so this stage of a rose is basically the kid stage. Also, sepals are what protects the bud. When the sepals have opened, the rose blooms. The flowers have petals with bright colors and sweet scents to attract pretty much every living thing with the ability to see and smell. Most of these animals and insects are pollinators. Roses also produce nectar, a sugary liquid pollinating animals for food. Flowers produce pollen, tiny grains needed to make seeds. Pollen sacs called anthers sit on top of filaments in the flower's middle. As they feed on the nectar, pollen sticks onto insects or animals. When they go to the next flower, the pollen rubs onto it, starting pollination. The pollination is trapped by another flower's stigma, a sticky surface at the top of the pistil, the part of the flower containing the ovule. A tube called a style holds up the stigma. The style leads down to the ovary that contains the ovules. Fertilized by pollen, the ovule becomes a seed. Because the flower has done its job reproducing the plant through pollination, it begins to wither. Its petals begin to fall off and it begins to lose its scent, sadly. So basically, withering means that the rose is starting to die. Photosynthesis also plays a major part in a rose's life, as it does in every living plant's life. So photosynthesis is the process of converting light energy to chemical energy and storing it into bonds of sugar. This process occurs in some plants and algae. Plants need only light energy, carbon dioxide, and water to make sugar. The process of photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplasts, specifically using chlorophyll, the green pigment involved in photosynthesis. That's why plants are green, because chlorophyll has that dye. Photosynthesis takes place primarily in plant leaves, and little to none occurs in stems. They serve primarily as protection for the rest of the leaf. The stomates are holes which occur primarily in the lower epidermis of the skin of the leaf and are for air exchange to let CO2 and O2 out. The vascular bundles of veins in a leaf are a part of the plant's transportation system, moving water and nutrients around the plant as needed. The mesophyll cells have chloroplasts, and this is where photosynthesis occurs. In simple words, photosynthesis in roses are one of the main reasons that we are alive today. Thank you for your